Transition Tuesdays. I'll start again. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays for this Tuesday, July 11th, 2023. I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here today. Ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, I know you could have been anywhere in this world today. Anywhere in this world today, but you decided to be here with us. And we appreciate it. And more importantly, we appreciate you. So welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friends. Man, we have an action-packed show once again. We have a special guest to my right, okay? But before we introduce this special guest, and before we start the show, I always like to state my intentions. And my intention is to give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life's transition. So that's what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. So let me introduce my guest, my guest, my co-host, the lady of, man, we still on a natural high with the party we just had for this young lady. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Miss May again. Back to the show. Miss May, how are you today?
Oh, hello, everyone.
How you doing, Ma? You doing good?
Oh, very well. I'm doing very well. I'm still up high for my party.
Up high from your party.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. All right. And I'm sure people are going to be chiming in because, again, I didn't tease that you were coming on, but I had to get you on so we could talk about the party, your celebration that you just had a week ago, on this past Saturday, a surprise party, your 90th surprise birthday party. Yep.
Which I want to thank everyone for the beautiful well wishes.
Okay, cool.
Wishing me happy birthday, happy 90th birthday.
Happy 90th birthday, yeah. Oh, man. So, Ma, first off, I want to just start the show by saying to you, I apologize for all the lies I had to tell you because we had to keep this under wraps. I mean, there's your family members, friends, they were trying to tell you. They kept their secret. Shout out to all those people who were able to keep a secret. Didn't let the cat out the bag. Didn't tell my mom. You had a couple of people who was there. Maybe
I didn't know a thing.
You didn't know a thing. Okay.
Didn't have a clue.
Didn't have a clue. Good. Because there was a couple of people who were in your vicinity, maybe the day before, who had an opportunity to tell you about the surprise birthday party. They did it, right?
Oh, they had a few people.
Oh,
they
man.
Could have told.
They could have told you, but they didn't say anything.
They didn't have anything.
Man, that is phenomenal. That is good.
That was
okay.
Great.
That was great. That was so great. So, Mom, couple of things. I want to ask you a couple of questions and, about the day. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we had a surprise party for my mom, the 90th birthday party. Ma, have you ever had a surprise party before in your life?
Never.
Okay.
Never before in my life.
Okay.
No.
So this was the first time. Okay.
90 years old, never had a surprise party.
Wow. Until last Saturday. Okay. Gotcha. Man, so I mean, we pulled it off. Man. We had my mom. We were pretending like we were going to dinner, like we were gonna meet myself, Felicia, Miss Sweetness, and her mom. We were supposed to go to dinner to this great restaurant at the Marriott Marquis, right, Mom?
Marquis,
yeah, and little, unbeknownst to my mom, she thought she was coming for a dinner, and it wound up she was going to a dinner, but it was a birthday party dinner.
Birthday party dinner.
So, Ma, the first question I have for you is, were you surprised? Were you surprised at all about the events? Like you had no idea, huh?
I was surprised. I was completely shocked.
Okay.
I didn't think anyone could surprise me like that.
Gotcha.
But they really surprised me.
They really surprised you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I really want to thank you and Felicia for such a beautiful party.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Mom. No problem.
Great. Fabulous.
You liked it? Okay.
I loved it.
Understood. So, yeah. So, man. So, Ma, again, you were surprised. You had no idea. And, one of my biggest fears was this, Mom. When we were doing the surprise, and I gotta talk. I want to talk to Felicia on that. She can give us more insight. I was really worried when I brought you to the door, because I thought first the lights was gonna be out, and then the lights was gonna come on and surprise you that that could put somebody in shock.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm glad that didn't happen. So do you think that helped you out when the lights was on and you just walked in there and people lightly said surprise to you? Do you think that was good for you?
Yeah, that was good for me.
That was good for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
good for me.
Okay, yeah, because I know that was a main concern that people could have. And speaking of people and great people, we got Felicia is in the building calling us from the Rock. What's going on, Felicia? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we got Felicia.
Hi, Felicia.
Yeah, so
Thank you for doing such a great job for my birthday party.
perfect.
She rocked it.
She rocked it, huh?
Yeah,
She did. Yep, and we'll call her a little later on as well. So Ma, how does it feel to be loved by so many people? Like, how does that feel for you, man? Because there's a lot of people in the building.
Oh, it feels so good.
Feels so good.
Mm-hmm. So faithful
Okay.
and spiritual.
Okay, spiritual too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so lovable.
Oh, okay. You felt the love in the building because there was a lot of love in that building.
And you know another thing too?
What's up?
So reliable.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Yes, yeah, really.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget I'm successful.
I am successful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you have to be successful to have all those people.
Yeah.
I had to have some success.
Yeah, some success in the matter. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You definitely had a hand in the success of it. Yep. Felicia says, hi, Mom.
Hi. Felicia.
Yep, we'll get to her again. So, Mom.
That's a sweetheart.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. They don't call her Miss Sweetness for nothing.
That's right.
You know? So, Ma, how did you feel? Do you feel any different now being 90 years old? Like, how do you feel now that you're 90 years old? Do you feel any different? Did you wake up the next day like, did you feel any different or?
Oh, well, I'm 90 years old, but
Right.
I feel like I'm 16.
Wow. That is great, man. And speaking of 16, look at the pictures in the background. Because, Ma, I remember you were telling me about that. So the picture in the background, like if you're looking at straight ahead, Mom, the picture of the you on the right-hand side, you were telling me the story.
Yeah, 18. I was 18.
Oh, you were 18 years old during that picture.
Yeah, I was thinking I was 17. I was 18.
You were 18. Were you in high school then, or
I was going to college.
you were going to college then?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice hairdo, nice Bobby socks and everything.
And Bobby socks.
Bobby socks. That's what they call those Bobby socks.
Because I had that when I was in college in Winston-Salem.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And we get the man who is the voice of the men's and women's basketball teams at Manhattan College. You can always see this cat on ESPN and other places and other flavors. We got the guy, Uncle Smoothie. Chris is in the building. What's going on, Smooth? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friend. Welcome. Chris says, hey, fam. So, yeah. Yes. As Chris says, Mom is the best. Yeah, you're right, man.
Thank you, Chris.
And Chris attended the party with his lovely wife Leah as well. They came to the party as well. And also another person, Ma, who came to the party, who is on the check-in. We got Gina on the check-in from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. She was there at the party. Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, Gina. Sister Cuz, welcome, right? You remember Gina? Seeing Gina, right?
Gina, of course.
Yep. And also her great dad was there. I haven't seen him in years. Mr. Diggs, I haven't seen him either. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Man, I tell you. As Chris says, she is not afraid of a living ass. As Chris pronounced that to the world and proclaimed that to the world. One of my mom's favorite sayings as well. Oh my God, I tell you, yeah. So, Ma, you don't feel any different being 90, right?
Oh no,
right?
I don't feel any different.
Just a number, okay.
It's just a number.
Gotcha.
Just a number.
Gotcha. Understood. See, is anybody else checking in? Because it looks like people are checking in now, Ma, that they see that you're here in the flesh, the birthday girl, and also another. Yeah, and just keep looking straight ahead. And also another person who was in the building from the D. We got Star joining us. What's going on, Star? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome.
Hi, Star.
Star was looking great. I love talking to her son too. Hey, I gotta borrow that blazer he had on, Star. I got to take that from the young man. I think I'm going to have to work out to fit it. But again, I love that blazer he had on, man. Shout out to him. And also, we got my guy, Darrell, from New York Life Insurance on the check-in. He says blessings to you, Ma. So welcome to you, Darrell. Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friend. Welcome. Yeah. So, Ma, last question I want to ask you, and then I want to call the architect of this party in a second. But one question I want to ask you, Ma, the last question is, what advice would you give our transition army to the keys of living a fruitful life? You have any advice for the people out there, Ma? Since you're living to 90 plus, like what advice would you give people for like fruitful living?
Oh, just be happy.
Being happy?
Being happy.
Okay.
And spiritual.
And being happy and spiritual?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Happy and spiritual.
Okay. Is that like the base for you, Ma? That's your foundation?
Yes, that's my foundation.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So that's your foundation. Okay. Spiritual. Being happy.
Yeah, being happy.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
That means a lot, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Because if you're not happy, woo.
Yeah, if you're not happy, you can't smile.
Yep. That's true. That's true. Yep. And when the matriarch is happy in your family, everybody's happy. I think that's been the theme. Yep. Anything else
you can smile when you can't say a word.
Yeah.
But you can smile.
But you can smile. That's true.
You can smile.
That's a good point. It don't cost you anything, As we say here, we like to laugh, smile, and think. So doesn't cost you anything. Yeah.
That's right. Doesn't cost you anything.
That's true. Just
for free.
Just for free. Absolutely. Any other advice would you want to give about fruitful living, Mom? Like the keys to fruitful living? I like those two aspects. Anything else you want to share too? Like, some secrets, some tips, some eating tips or drinking tips or what, Do you smoke? Do you drink at all? Do you do anything like that?
You wouldn't want to hear my eating tips.
Oh, okay. Well, if they seem to be working, so I might have to eat those tips, you know what I mean? To be on this planet for 90 plus years. Oh my God.
And I ate a lot.
Yes. That's nothing wrong with that. Hey, and you're happy eating too, because I'm happy eating too, as you can see. We got Deborah on the check-in. What's going on, Miss Deborah? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As she says, welcome, Russ and Queen, which you are the Queen, Mom.
Thank you.
Yeah. Star also, so Felicia says, being happy is essential. That's true. That is so true, Felicia. That's so true. And Star says, Send me some of those homemade cookies. You got some homemade cookies for her, Mom?
I said no homemade cookies.
All right, she'll get them out to you. Man, she's also a chef at 92. She's a baker, too. She can make those cookies. I'm prime evidence of that. Yeah, she can make those cookies, yeah. So, Mom, any other advice? Or that's about it? I mean, you summed it up.
Yeah.
Okay, you summed it up. And now, Ma, you're living a phenomenal life. Man, again, I was so happy, we were so happy to bring that for you. I'm glad nobody spilled the beans.
That's right. It was so nice.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal event. And speaking of phenomenal event and phenomenal people, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to give a little special treat here. I'm going to call the young lady who was responsible for the planning of this event. I mean, if it wasn't for this young lady, we wouldn't have had the event. We wouldn't have had the event. So let me see if I can get this person on the phone, I should say, and we'll be able to hear her. See, hopefully we can do that. See what we got. See what we got here. Okay. Hello. Hey.
Hey.
How you doing, Miss Phenomenal Lady? We have Felicia Evans Long on the check-in here. What's going on, Felicia?
Hey, how are you guys? Hey, Ma.
Hey! My darling Felicia.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Well, sweetie, I want to get you on the horn here, sweetie, because again, and I want everybody to know this. Again, I wasn't the person who organized this event. This wasn't even an afterthought. Until Felicia brought this to my attention about having a party, a surprise party, a 90th surprise party, wasn't even on my radar. So here's the person who's responsible for all the decor that you saw at the event, from the pictures that you see to the flower arrangements. Look at those flower arrangements. I had to put that in the screen there, the flower arrangements. I had to do it. So this person, we're talking to the person who had a vision and made it happen. So Felicia, I want to ask you a couple of things really quick. Before I do that though, Star says everything was great. We enjoyed ourselves. Outstanding job, Russ and Felicia. Appreciate that, Star. We appreciate that.
Oh, very nice.
But Felicia, yeah, Felicia, I wanted to get your. Oh, and also Gina says Felicia Evans, MBA, did her thing, not thing, did her thing. I just want to relay that to you, sweetie.
Thank you.
But sweetie, if you can share with the Transition Army your vision, what was your vision for having this party for my mom? Can you share with us your vision, what you had in mind?
Well, first of all, I was so excited just to be around to help your mom celebrate her 90th birthday. And I just want to say to your listeners, if there's any background noise, I apologize. I spent a late evening in the office, just getting to the garage.
Oh, hey, I appreciate you answering the phone, sweetie. I know how that can go. Oh my God.
So I'm still in the garage. So I just want to say, part of me, look, it's a whole new work week, So I've gone from planning to a whole nother career. But the weekend was very fun, very magical. I think the overall vision was just simple but elegant, and we also picked a venue that was close to your mom, close to where you guys live. So it was a very short commute.
Right.
To get there. I would have loved to had it someplace in Manhattan, which I've seen some really, really nice venues. But it would have been just a pain for your mom and for your guests to get in and out of the city like that. So we wanted to, select a location that was conducive, more importantly, for your mom, and her closest friends and family.
Right.
And also, for the tenants in the building. I know how much your mom loves the tenants that's in her building.
Yeah.
And again, the goal was just to pick a venue that was, close by. And luckily, I had built a rapport with some of the staff at the Marriott last year when we visited that particular location. And so, it was, really good just to kind of reconnect. Those professional relationships, and I kind of think that's what helped the most when you build good relationships in the planning process. I mean, that helps so much, and especially when you're doing it like at a distance. I mean, you were very good with taking pictures and videos, but I like tangible. I like to be able to touch and see. Right,
absolutely. Yeah, I had to be your eyes and ears, but again, I couldn't do it justice by you coming there and really relegate, really working it out and getting it to the way that you wanted it and styled it from the invitations to all the decor. I mean, you nailed it.
Oh, thank you, Russ. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
I just wanted to just to make it really special for her, and just to take a blank slate, a office space, and just kind of elevate it to something really nice and elegant, something that is a mirror of what your mom is, elegance and grace, and a really classy lady, and that's what I wanted the space to be for your mom.
Oh, I appreciate it, and so I want to see a couple of people checking in as well. Manya, we got Manya on the check-in with Etzel. They came to the party, Mom. Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, guys. Welcome. Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for coming. And Felicia, you made a good point about my neighbors, my mom's neighbors. Shout out to David G. Diamonds, who presented. I'm not sure if people saw it. Well, no, I should know we're going to tell people, okay? Because presented that gorgeous ring, for people, well, for my mom, actually. So shout out to, and I'm going to give him a pop, man, David D. Diamonds, man, our neighbors who presented that. Just check my post and you can see that live in effect. That great ring. Mom, I have to borrow that ring from you. Oh, you got it on. I'm sorry. Let me see. Can you show it in the camera if you can? Can you, I'm about to move your hand up a little bit. There you go. There it is. Okay. All right, cool. Man, that thing is heavy, man. That is heavy. Okay. So, Felicia, couple more questions and I'll let you go because I know you're in the garage and I appreciate you taking some time for us too. Man, so do you have do you have any planning experience before you planned this event? Any planning experience, or you just did this
yes,
on the
yes,
home? Yeah, well, we gotta let Felicia. Do you have any planning experience, sweetie, or you just did this on the whim?
Oh no, we come from a lot of planning experience. I originally started, planning in undergrad with my sorority, and then it just spearheaded, and we launched our event planning company in 2008. So by the time we opened up a storefront in 2012, the event planning just kind of was a mirror of our small business, and so the goal was to bring candy to every event that we planned, be it a corporate or trade show or whatever we were involved in. But then, when the small business came along, Sweet Candy Cafe, that kind of like took priority because, it was a storefront, and that just kind of required, more attention. But we still do events here in the Washington, D.C. area, and, kind of low key. We have some favorite companies that we kind of work with on a basis. But yeah, so planning and confectionery, those would be my first loves. Although, I do have a daytime career.
Right, understood. Yeah, careers, we should say, for you. It's definitely careers. It's definitely careers. What was I gonna say to you, Felicia? So I want to talk about execution really quick. How you were able to? I mean, what drives you to? Because you're a perfectionist by trade, and you really executed on the game plan of planning this part. I mean, you did a heck of a job, as everybody is saying. So, but talk to us a little about how you were able to execute everything from the beginning to the end. How were you able to do that?
Well, I think it's just building relationships. I know a lot of vendors, in the community, in this Washington D.C. community, and then I just reaching out to some of them and asking for recommendations. And usually, when you find one good vendor, they will recommend another one. So I found one good vendor for pipe and drape, who had another great vendor for the floral decor, and then it was working with the floors and making sure that the vision for the centerpieces matched the floral wall. And so, because those are two different companies, and so being to navigate, that kind of greenery, and the goal was just to have a lot of white flowers and greenery. But the centerpieces and the floral backdrop was definitely with two different vendors. However, I was able to have conference calls to make sure that they complemented each other, and doing that at a distance. Wasn't challenges, but we made it work. And I think once you build a professional relationship with your vendors, I think that's half the battle. When people understand that you're particular, and you have a certain vision, and you want to make sure that you kind of see what the end product is before you say yes to the idea, and that way you know what you're getting. And so they understood I was in Maryland, and the event was there in New York, and so it's a good working relationship, and I'm thankful for that. So I definitely can't take all the credit. And also my Maryland team, also my North Carolina team, they were very instrumental in getting us the things that we needed. Right. Be it making posters, or be it making the table numbers, or whatever they did to kind of aid that. Some did the 90th props. I'm a prop kind of girl.
Yes, as we saw. Yep, as we saw at the table. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it was supposed to be a festive, fun, good time. So I am a prop girl. So at any of my events, especially at Sweet Candy Cafe, you are always going to see a shop small prop or some type of fun prop at any of my events. Because events are supposed to be fun, right? We don't want them to be stiff and stuck up. So we love a good prop. At the events that we hosted. And I tell you, you and I just attended a big Hindu wedding, a month ago. Yep. And props was a big thing, with photos. So I think it's a fun element. It is a super fun element. And again, we wanted to bring some fun, to this classy lady that turned 90 years young. That's right. And just want you to know, Ms. Williams, that I love you, and thank you, Russell, for sharing your mom with me. It has been fantastic. Just getting to know her, and she is truly, truly one of my favorite people. Oh, man. Did you hear that, Mom?
Thank you.
Wow. Hey.
You are my favorite.
Absolutely, man. And speaking about favorites, here's what Gina said. Gina said, I'm just happy that Felicia loves Aunt May as much as I do. It was clearly evident in every detail. Wow.
Oh,
Yep, that's what Gina says. Shout out to you, Gina, on that. And then Deborah says, listen to this. Deborah says, it's funny, but Russ, I thought at first your mother was Felicia's mother. They look alike, both gorgeous queens. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Man.
That is so sweet.
Yep.
That is so sweet.
That is,
Oh,
yeah,
goodness.
absolutely. Hey, so sweetie, I got one last question for you because I want you to get out of that garage and I want you to get home safely, all right? First of all, okay? So, sweetie, if anybody wanted to work with you to plan their event, how can they reach you? Is there any way they can reach you? Because I'm sure there's going to be people reaching out to you because the people that were there, man, I know they're going to have events coming up and they're going to probably flood your calls or try to get in contact with you. But what would be a good way to reach you, though, if they wanted to get involved with, having you plan their event?
Yeah, sure. So they can just, reach out to Sweet Candy Cafe.
Okay.
That's Sweet Candy Cafe NC for North Carolina at gmail.com.
Okay.
I'll tell anybody, I am a perfectionist. So
Yep.
so I always like to tell my customers, my clients that, I like things to be a certain way and have a certain look.
Right.
And it doesn't mean things won't come up because things will come up.
Okay.
And that's just a part of what we do. If something break, we fix it. And we had a couple of things to break in the travel
Mm-hmm.
from Maryland to New York. We had some things to break, be it a picture frame or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about how you recover,
Yep.
from that. And
That's true.
and that's what we did. And we just we had the bumps along the way, and we just navigated through them. And that's always the objective when you're planning at a distance and you got to transport things from one state to another. So that's just kind of how it goes. But Sweet Candy Cafe NC at gmail.com. They
Okay.
can call me. I am local. Area code 973-493-3579. That is a public number. 973-493-3579. So that's a Jersey number for all those ones. She's in Maryland. Yeah, that's a Jersey number. But you can always call me. And
Okay.
I want to say thank you to the family that came from, Detroit and all over, and it was just so good just to meet everybody. I was trying to work the room and touch everybody just to say thank you for coming. My
Right.
godmother who traveled from Cleveland, Ohio, my mom who took the Greyhound to Virginia, and,
Yep.
and I scooped her up from there.
Mm-hmm.
And my sorority sister, Dr. Lisa Wedderburn, she's a podiatrist in the Brooklyn area.
Yep.
And just people, and my cousin Corliss from Harlem. I mean, my family, my sorors meeting, your family. I thought it was just a fantastic
Yeah.
way to introduce and meet new people. So I just want to say thank you, and thank you for those who placed orders. We have started to ship some orders, from the weekend.
Wow.
And,
Okay.
So I'm thankful, to that as well. We really appreciate people who love and support our small business.
Good. Oh, so people took us up on that offer. What I talked about. Okay, people ordering Sweet Candy Cafe. Again, we didn't ask for anything at the place, but again, we should always support Black businesses, minority-owned businesses, and and women, with a 10-year background and pedigree of doing it at Sweet Candy Cafe. Hey, sweetie, again, I'm gonna have you get out of here. Before you go, though, make sure you put that information in the comment bar. That way I can let everybody else know that as well. Okay?
I would. I just want to say one last thing.
Sure.
In terms of the flowers.
Yes.
When the vendor came to collect the base for the flowers, of course we keep the flowers because those are ours. We would actually share those flowers with the tenants in your mom's building.
Okay.
And we shared them with Miss Emma and a couple other neighbors.
Yes.
We got some there. You guys can see they're in the background.
Yeah.
I sent some back with my godmother to Cleveland. My cousin Corliss in Harlem had some. I bought a few back, to Maryland.
I got some in my car too, right now.
Right. So nothing with the waste. And that's another thing. For those who don't know me, we repurpose stuff.
Yes.
We make things that was cute, make them even cuter.
Yep.
We don't throw away flowers. When I came back Sunday, I put a little arrangement. So when I had my first cup of coffee, working from home, I was able to smell the flowers and have a cup of coffee. So nothing went to waste. So that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, Felicia, before you head on, I want to leave you with this last last comment by Gina. Gina says, for your information, Felicia smells good. She really is a hugger.
Thank you, Gina. Listen, Gina, I'm from the South. You know, I
She is too.
But I am a Southern girl to the core. You know,
Right.
I believe in hospitality. You know, as Chris Williams can tell you, he teased him about cashews all the time. But I was like, Chris, wait a minute. Like, I got a stash. You
Right.
know?
Yep.
If somebody needs a now later, you know, I had some now laters in my purse. It's just what I do. You know,
Right.
It is the Southern girl hospitality in me. Chris left the event with cashews in hand, so those cashews went from New York to Florida. So and we always joke around, but Chris knew I had him a stash. I just always like to see, you know, the smile on his face, you know, when he get tickled. I said, "It's okay, I got you covered." So that's just who I am. I love to hug. I am a giver by nature.
Yep.
And it's just who I am. It's who my late father, Dr. Wilson Lacey, that's who my dad was.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely have inherited a lot of his manners, him and mom's, you know, so it's a combination.
That's
So,
great.
I'm really excited about that.
Nah, I appreciate it. All right, Felicia, you get out of here. Get out of that parking space. Get home, okay? We'll talk later, all right?
Thank you. Love you both.
All right, I like to. Okay. All righty.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Felicia. Bye.
All right, yeah, she took off. Okay, so yeah, if you didn't know, guys, again, I can't take none of the credit for the party for my mom. Again, Felicia was the brain trust behind everything. From the design to the decor to the invitations, that was Felicia, and she knocked it out the park. You agree, Mom?
Yes, she did. She knocked it out of the park.
Okay, cool. And shout out to the people that came, like my mom was, you know, like Felicia was talking about, you know, all the people that came from the
Thanks to
neighbors.
everyone.
Yeah, yep, from people from Florida, Chris and Leah, you know, live in Florida. You had people coming from Cleveland, Ohio, North Carolina, Detroit, you know, here in New York, man. Few and far. Virginia as well, absolutely, yes. Well, I want to welcome Cliff on the check-in here. Welcome, Cliff. Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. And Cliff says, hey, my guy, we got a special guest, Mom. That's right. Mom is the special guest here. And also, Mom, we have on the check-in my cousin Tracy on the check-in from North Carolina. What's going on, Tracy? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Tracy on the check-in. And Tracy says to your mom, she goes, happy birthday, and May, you look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah. So we thank you guys, and you know, we thank you guys for showing up today and you know, giving props for those who came to the party. You know, I thank you. You know, I can't thank I can't thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. I'm eternally grateful. And again, Ma, I just hope it was a special day for you.
It was a special day.
I'm hoping you were surprised as well.
Could have been better. I tell you, it was so special.
Good. The food was good. The cake was good.
The cake was good.
The dancing was good. You know,
the music was good.
Yeah, my mom's older sister, Aunt Maggie, who's 92 years old, she was dancing up a storm. She told me to get off of her so she can dance. That's what she told me. True story. So, no, I thank you all. I really do. So, Mom, I'm just going to wrap up everything. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, if we were able to make you laugh, smile, and think, like my mom talked about, laughing and smiling.
That's right.
Yep.
You become 90.
That's right. You become 90. That's right. So, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today by doing those things, okay? So, celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory. I'm celebrating the victory. We were able to get this out without not a hiccup in sight, and my mom not realizing it was a surprise birthday party. I'm celebrating that victory. That's right. Celebrate your victory. Let me play my music, Mom. Let's play some music here. My theme music, okay? Here we go. I got a DJ here. Here we go. Let's hear it. All right. Oh, man. So, Transition Army. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for you watching the show each and every Tuesday. I appreciate you guys for doing so. Man, you can catch this episode and our past episodes on our YouTube channel. Ma, you know we have a YouTube channel? It's called Transition Tuesdays. So you guys can go there, see our past shows. You can like and subscribe, okay, before you leave the channel. Make sure you do that, okay? If you're looking for me, you can always follow me on Instagram at Russ Will Transitions. That's Russ Will Transition with an S. And if they follow me, Ma, you know what I do? I follow them back, okay? So I definitely do that. So I want to give a shout out to this, the lady of the evening, the special, my co-host who made an appearance today because we wanted to recap her birthday. You know, Ma, thank you for coming on the show. It was my pleasure.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure. You know what I mean? All the love that they're showing you, Ma, and you well worth and it's well deserved for you. So
Thank you.
no problem.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, as we say in parting, happy transitioning, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care, everybody. God bless.